Hey Nick, what are you eating?
Some Ben & Jerry's.
Ben & Jerry's ice cream. You know what that reminds me of? We're gonna do a Tiny Table Talks video today about integrity.
And what does Ben & Jerry's have to do anything with that?
Well, stay tuned and you're gonna find out. So if you've been following Tiny Table Talks for the last several weeks, we've actually been taking a Quaker testimony or a Quaker belief or a Quaker ideal, and we've turned it into a fun commercial that hopefully you can remember. Now, this week, the Quaker testimony or principle is integrity. And we were racking our brains on how do we make a commercial that can really showcase what this Quaker testimony is all about. And then we realized this week we actually wanted to take a break from the gag, from the silly, and really dive in and explain to you why the Quaker testimony of integrity is so important. And remember how we talked about Ben & Jerry's in the beginning? Don't forget, we're gonna come back to that.
So integrity means the belief that one should be true to God, true to themselves, and true to others.
The Quaker principle of integrity, yes, has a lot to do with fairness, yes, has a lot to do with honesty, but it's deeper. It goes with the whole very being of a person. A person's whole self should live integrously.
A person's word should be accepted based on their truth-telling.
This principle can best be seen back in the old Quaker days when they lived by a motto that said, let your yay be yay and your nay be nay, or your yes be yes and your no be no.
And this is why traditional Quakers don't swear on the Bible.
In fact, when Quakers were called to give testimony in court, when it was time for them to give the whole truth and nothing but the truth, swear on the Bible, so help them God, they wouldn't swear by that. They would say they affirm, because Quakers believed that there is no difference in truth-telling between being in a court and everyday life. Their life should be a continual example of truth-telling. Early Quaker business people actually also began to grow in reputation for their ability to set fair prices. Rather than set a high price for a good or commodity and haggle down with a customer, they would set a fair price outright.
So living by Quaker integrity also includes speaking the truth even when it's difficult, saying difficult things with grace and tact, taking responsibility for one's actions and the result, one's commitments, taking care of items entrusted to one, and giving credit to others for their contributions.
So you might be wondering what Ben & Jerry's has to do with all this. Well, you see, Ben & Jerry's ice cream follows this entire principle of Quaker integrity, and let's talk about it. You see, another aspect of Quaker integrity put into action is the idea of paying people fair wages for their work. And this is something that the company Ben & Jerry's is well known for. You see, according to an article in the Huffington Post, Ben & Jerry's actually employs and pays entry-level workers nearly double what minimum wages. They actually base a person's salary off the cost of living in Vermont. Ben & Jerry's also has the Ben & Jerry Foundation, which is a philanthropic effort to give back to the communities in Vermont through the giving of grants. So you see, in a world where it's easy to extort people for personal gain, a world where it's easy to lie to get ahead, to get what you want, the Quaker testimony of integrity is unique.
In the comment section below, let us know if you know any businesses that follow the same things that like Ben & Jerry's does.
Remember, the Quaker testimony of integrity is more than just being honest when confronted with something. It's about living an entire life, having your entire being committed to justice and fairness. And that, my friends, is
Tiny
Table Talk.